Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Wiggy, and in today's semi-special episode, we are just going to be building something. Nothing special for April 1st. I'm sorry, there's nothing going on. Um, I just don't really have the time to set up anything, but here we have Sheepdog with us, and we have Burnton. How you doing, Benton? He doesn't care. But I have been messing around a little bit. I've been doing something. If you look out here, my front yard is a little barren. I kind of emptied out all the trees. I got rid of all of them. They're all gone. I've cleared out the area. I've kind of flattened it out. And today, we are going to be building a giant birthday cake. Now, this birthday cake is going to sit right about here on this little hill here, and it's going to be a bakery. It's going to have all the stuff we have for a bakery. It's going to be all nice and pretty, and yeah, I hope that I can at least get something started. I only have an idea of a little bit of it. I don't have the entire house, or the entire bakery done in my head. I don't have anything of the sort. But we're pretty much just going to be copying this nice little cake texture here. And now that I have a bunch of wool and snow, I actually am able to start construction. I'm going to build something similar to this, but I'm going to kind of have this overhang go out just a little bit farther. And you'll see why I'm going to do that in a minute. It's going to make it look a little bit more 3D. And it's going to make it look very nice. So in here I have some terracotta and some snow. I might need more snow from you, Brenton. I'm so sorry. I know it's a little rude. There you go, sheepdog. You're all happy. Okay. But we also need to get some wool from over here. And I want to start work on the... I want a chimney coming out of the top. You know how sometimes they have those giant stove chimneys coming out through the top of the... to the top of the bakery or whatever. I want one of those. I want one of those to sit right in the middle, and I think it might be best if I toss that down first. I don't really know why I think that's best, but I think it'll help kind of get the center angled out, and I think I threw some... Okay, well, I didn't throw anything in there. I just have iron. I don't need iron. I'll accept it, but I really don't need it. I thought I had some stone in here. There's some stone, I guess. And we'll use some of these stone slabs. Goodness, I don't have a lot of stone. I definitely don't have any stone bricks, but that's what I want to build this out of. So I'm gonna make a bunch of bricks here. That's a lot of bricks, but hopefully this will kind of help get everything situated. I've also expanded my chests, and if you guys don't know, in this version you can't put chests next to each other like this, so these are actually trapped chests, and these are normal chests. Because for some reason those can sit next to each other, but, you know, I can't do anything special. We're going to take a crafting table with us, just so that we don't run out of things. And I also want to keep some glass, so that I can make everything look all decent. We might need some dirt over here, because I didn't really, like, angle the terrain. I didn't know how big I wanted my bakery to be. So we might have to cut a little bit of this back and start work on terraforming a little bit more. What do you think, sheepdog? He's stuck. Yeah, so we're going to put it right here. So I think I'm going to... Oh, yeah. Okay. So down here, little bit of a little tiny issue. I don't have... I kind of had a giant pit in my yard. Right in my front yard, I had a giant pit, and I had to clean it up, and I had to make it look all nice. And I hope sheepdog doesn't fall down in here, because this is very deep water. Well, he's already in here, so great going, sheepdog. I'm so proud. I I don't think he's going to come on up by himself, so let's just try to get him to teleport out. Come here, sheepdog. There he is. Alright, we're going to have you sit down while I terraform. But it's going to be kind of a simple day. I'm just going to be lining out all the work. And I'm going to be placing in everything. Because I really want just something interesting. Something like a bakery. And that's where I'll keep some cows. Maybe one cow, actually. Because I don't want my area to lag as much. So that's where I'm going to put one cow in there for milk. And she's going to be a nice cow. She's going to be a very nice cow. I'm going to take only the nicest cow. Let's fill up some of these gaps back here. When I got this terracotta, I kind of stripped away some of the riverbeds out here, so I really hope it doesn't look too terrible by the time we're finished. You can see some of the torches coming through because the water fills out through there. Sheepdog, what do you think? What do you think? What should we do? I think something good to do is level this out a little bit more. So I have more of an angle here. I guess I should have baked a cake, or at least taken a picture of a cake. But I'm going to go based off of a guessing game. So let's do 3 here. Go up to like that. No. Okay. Let's go back and see what this cake looks like. Let's just make a cake, actually. Let's just very quickly make a cake. It won't take too long. I think I still have the buckets. I don't know where they are, but I'm pretty sure I do. There's one. Okay, it seems like I only have the one. Where's my other buckets? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I remember where my other bucket went. Remember all the way back when I died in one of my earlier videos? That's where the bucket went. I don't have it anymore. Oh man, that sucks. Let's get some wheat and some sugar cane. I always forget how to make a cake, but let's see if I can remember this time. Didn't even get the milk. Oh my goodness. There's sheepdog putting his head through the wall there. I don't know why he decides to do that sometimes, but I think it's comfortable for him. I think it's very nice and comfy because he can just turn his head and he's right there. Okay, let's see if I got this right. Yes! Yes, I did. First try. I actually think I already had some wheat in there, so that's kind of sucks. Okay. Let's go back down here. I'm actually going to take my bed from up here so that I don't have to keep running back and forth and wasting time. Eventually, I want to put, like, some more stuff in my house. But I've kind of figured that building it takes a lot of time, and I didn't really plan out anything. So I think on the other side of this courtyard over there, back there, I'm going to add a nice little guest room and maybe like a pool. Maybe a pool would look nice. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I have my bed, I have my cake. Let's run back over here. Place the bed down. Place the cake. Okay. I don't want to go too far. I might raise it up a little bit. So something like that. Actually, I might just extend these out by 4 blocks instead. Which might be a little long, but it's going to be kind of a short cake. If that makes sense. Kind of a scrawny little thing. But it's going to be lit from all directions. It's going to look all nice. Sheepdog, I need you to move, but I really want a lot of light in here because I don't want the animals in here that are going to stay here. I don't want them to be a little bit upset and drowsy because then I'm not going to get the best milk. So how does... I think that height works fairly well. And I might be running out of terracotta soon. So I hope I'm not. But I think this might be the last little section we do. And then I'm going to do maybe one more layer. If I have enough. I think I do. That's exactly half my blocks. But I need a little bit more terracotta to fill up this little spot here. So we'll go out and get a little bit more. Yeah, okay, so that was all of my blocks. But let's just go down here, take a quick trip and see if we can find any more clay here in the riverbed. I think that's some right there. I never like getting clay. It's a very nice block, but I just don't like getting it because it's so difficult to get. And I think in this version they do have the Badlands biome, but I haven't found the Badlands biome yet, so it's still a little tricky to get everything. Okay, so there's our clay. I need to run back over to put it in the furnace in the house. So I still need to run back and forth, it seems. But this will hopefully get us some nice terracotta that we can use to finish up the rest of the back portion at least. And we'll start on the roof. But it's kind of simple. It's very easy to do. So I'm not too worried about it. I want to put snow on the roof. And then I want to put like cherries on top. If that kind of makes sense. So if you look at the actual cake texture, you can see it has cherries and it has little cherries or strawberries or whatever on top of the cake. And you can kind of see it on the top up there, right here. You can kind of see it has some like waving patterns where the frosting kind of melted. But this is what I'm more interested in. I'm more interested in the actual cherry part. But before we do that, we might want to start work on the chimney. I don't have a good idea for the chimney. I don't know why I keep opening that chest. I know where everything is. Do I really only have 6 red wool? Oh my goodness, I need to get some more red wool. Come here, sheep. I'm going to use snow mainly for the top because it's just what I have a lot of. I have a stack and a half of snow. So I think that's what I'm going to use for most of this project here. But I definitely do need to start work on the roof, and I think for that I'm just going to put something here on the side. I kind of want the frosting to look like it's dripping down over the side, so I'm going to do something like this, where it is dripping down. And I want to kind of get it fixed here. But I don't think I made this even, did I? I mean, I did make it even, but it's not perfect. So I think it will just have to do something like this, where it just ever so slightly grazes all of the corners here, which won't look too bad, but I definitely would like to not have that. And then we go up here and we add... Oh, I can't add it on that side, but I can on this side. We add the top of the frosting. And hopefully this will start to look a little bit more like a cake. Whenever I get ideas to build something on this world, I'm mostly taking it from another world I used to play on Legacy Edition. And doing that kind of helps out a little bit because it really reminds me of the stuff I've built before and like how I built it. So if I ever need a quick idea for something to build in this world that served a purpose in the old one, then I just look at that. But I've recently been sheepdog. Sit down, bud. You're gonna hurt yourself. I recently stopped working on that world, which kind of sucks. But I can show it off because I've kind of archived it on Java. I use this program to just send it over, which is great for me to use. It's kind of a large cake base, but I think it looks okay. Now I just need to go back on top here. And I would need to get a little bit more terracotta, it seems, and just fill in this top section. But let's put in the oven now. Okay. So you walk in. What I'm thinking is right here in the center. Where is this? Right about here is where the oven is, and it just kind of sits here in the middle. I want it to like actually work. I want it to hold stuff in it. So what I think I'm going to do is go back to my house and grab some netherrack. It's always great going back and forth between my house because I get to look at it and I get to see that it kind of looks like a face almost with the toupee on top. But I'm thinking I get netherrack somewhere, wherever I have the netherrack. Where's my netherrack? There it is. Okay, get 2 of those. And I would need to get some cobblestone. Where do I have any furnaces left? I do. I don't have another furnace, but this is going to be a neat little trick. Where you take your furnace and you have it hidden behind some fire. So it still looks like a oven, but it's not exactly an oven, you know? So it'll still look decent, but it's not exactly that. That looks like a nice little cake, I think. It looks very cute. But let's go back in here. I do still have a flint and steel, which is good. Let's place that there. Let's I probably shouldn't light that yet. Let's get all the extra stuff around here all sorted out. Let's kind of put up blocks here on the side so it looks a little bit more industrial. And also so we can just get up to the top up here. But I shouldn't block off this side because that's where the fire is going to be. But there's our furnaces and there's our fire. So we could still use the furnaces up here, which looks really good and hopefully won't burn. Because if it burns, then we're kind of out of luck there if it does. But here's our little furnace right in the middle of the shop. And I am saying shop because it is going to, I guess, sell baked goods, even though we don't actually eat in Minecraft. So let's kind of block this off and just go all the way up. I don't know how far up I want to go, but I'd say if this is the top of the snow here, it's like if we kind of build out from up here, you can kind of see what I mean. So if this is the top of the snow, I'd want to build at least a little bit farther up. And what I think I'm going to do is just stop it right here. And then I was going to put some more netherrack, but I don't have any more netherrack. So let's go back really quickly, see if our clay is done smelting, and try to add that on, and then see what else we could do. I like the stone brick furnace. I think that's kind of cool. In my other version that I made on my other world, which I don't really play anymore, it had just stone as the furnace topper, and I never really liked it. I looked at it and I tossed it around in my head, and I didn't really appreciate it how it was, So none of that actually looked decent in my opinion, so I decided to just change it out with stone bricks for this one, and I think it looks a lot better. So we're just going to run back over here and place down our netherrack. right before the sun sets, so we at least get to see it. Get up here. And for the topper, we're going to use these smooth stone. Should I keep it like that? No, it looks like it's on fire if I do. So let's just keep it the smooth stone there. And I need more snow for the remainder of this project. But I think it'll be okay. Only got 5 snowballs from that. That's so tragic. Okay, well, see what other snowballs we can make. We can make 2 more. Okay, let's put down the stuff on the inside. We put down some blocks there. I guess some blocks back here. And maybe this top section will be a roof. Who knows? I would like to keep the roof sort of dark, sort of dim, because whenever I walk into a bakery, like the walls are lively, everything has color, but the actual ceiling doesn't, and it's very strange to me. But I'd like to kind of keep that with this bakery, and I think it looks decent. It's definitely not finished, but I think it looks okay for right now. Let's just try to get this roof all taken care of. And hopefully get everything situated. Okay, so we have the wool. I just need some more snow. And it's very handy having a snow golem in your house, because you just walk up to him, say, "Hello, Benton, how are you doing today?" And then you just take all the snow that he's been farming for this past few days. He's been sitting here very patiently waiting for me to say hi. He's kind of standing in the way, which isn't good. He keeps protecting my house from absolutely nothing, but we're just going to go until the shovel breaks. And see what we can make. I wish there was a faster way to make snow. Let's see if there's something here. Okay, that kind of works. At least I don't have to, like, rapidly press it, which kind of sucks that I have to use this menu. I never like using this menu, but there's an extra stack. And let's go back down quickly, because that's where our bed is, and hopefully race the clock and get to our bed before the monsters do. I kind of like it. I definitely do. I think we could probably angle the top side in more, but I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I don't have a shovel either, so this is just going to have to be entirely free-handed. And I fell. Starting off really wonderfully with this building. Let's try to finish up this snow at least a little bit. See, you know, most people would think that because it's snow, it melts faster. But that's where you'd be wrong. The snow actually melts so much slower because it's next to the furnace. And if you don't know, furnaces usually keep things preserved. So this snow is being well taken care of. That actually might be an idea. What if I do this? That kind of angles the frosting down a little, and it definitely clears up that corner for me to use on other things. So I think I'm going to keep that idea. It's definitely a good one. I'm not getting any of the snow back because I don't have a shovel, which kind of sucks, but at least we'll be able to see most of the finished project. I'm sorry, sheepdog. I keep kind of nudging you around. Here, you can stand up with me. Just don't fall, bud. Okay? Okay, there we go. We have a nice topper up here. Let's see how it looks from down here. That's a cute little bakery, I think. It looks very nice. But now the only issue is putting the cherries on. I think I'm going to do it with carpet because I can get more carpet out of it. And I can just kind of place them down willy-nilly. Right here, right there. Over there, maybe. Maybe just one, actually. And if I had more space, I'd put more. But I think this definitely looks really good. And let's see what else we can add on to this beautiful little bakery. It's very, very quaint. Hey, sheepdog. Let's try to get some more snow, I think, and try to finish it up. We definitely need a little bit over a stack. And it will help if we actually had a shovel. But as we do not have one, I really need to organize these chests. I have more chests, but not enough space. It's so weird. But let's go organize... Let's go get some more snow from Benton. He's a very handy person to have around, Benton is. Eventually we'll give him his own house and he'll retire from giving me a bunch of snow. And I'll get some other employees to go get it for me. But for right now, I don't really have anything else. Let's make a bunch of this snow here. Oh, I can just shift click. Oh, this is amazing. All right, we have a little over a stack. Let's go finish up this roof, and then I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. It's very quaint, very, very charming little place, and you can see some of the flames coming out the top. They're definitely in business. But let's just add some of the snow on here and call it a business day. The funny thing about snow is that I don't know when it melts. I have no clue. Because I've been playing this game for years, and I have no wonderful clue when the snow actually melts in-game. And it's very strange to say because I've been playing this game for so long. I did need one more piece. So let's place some more of these little red carpets around and try to get some nice specs going on here. These are our cherries that are going to kind of top the well, top, I guess. Let's kind of put some more around. Let's see how that looks. That definitely looks like a cake on top. It's a very simple build. It's just a giant cake, but I think it looks very decent. Come on, sheepdog. Can you jump? Come on, sheepdog. Come on. Come on, boy. He's a little cautious. There he goes. He teleported. There's a good dog. But we're definitely going to just keep working on it and improving the inside here because this obviously isn't finished. We don't have any more terracotta. Sheepdog, stay right there. The fire is hot. But in here, I plan on putting like a cow milking station back here, maybe a sheep, or maybe a egg farm. I plan on having this for all of my other farms, like sugarcane right here and pumpkins, so that I can get some pumpkins. Maybe a melon farm. I don't know. That's not really in a bakery, so who knows? And over here, I think I'm just going to fill it up with cacao. But right here, right in the middle, is where I'm going to put a chest, and I hope it doesn't burn. Because the fire is right above it, so I hope it doesn't burn. But in here is just going to be a chest where we keep all of our baked goods, and then on both of these little platforms, I might as well put a cake. But it's going to be called Wiggy's Cakey Bakey Bakery. And it's going to be kind of decent looking on the inside, but I haven't finished working that side out yet. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this project took a little bit of time, but I will be back hopefully sometime either tomorrow or Friday, and I will finish up this little project with quickness, I guess. If you guys enjoyed this video, there are a bunch more videos for you to watch that should pop up on screen eventually. And thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Wiggy, and I'll see you all next time.